2.5 years, almost 2.5 years, we have started our educational journey at CliMed Research Solutions, and we gained a name. We have that name because we never compromised with the quality. We never compromised with the experience of our mentors, and their what we say, how they take the classes, how they tackle the end-to-end engagement, and how they tackle the batches, how they tackle the students, and how cool they are in the teaching. Okay, so based on that only, I was talking to our my I'll say my mentor and my very good friend Dr. MS Rathore a few days back, and I was asking, sir, can we do something especially for the Gitanjali Institute of Pharmacy and students? And he came up with this wonderful idea. He told, why you are just running behind this vocational courses and all, why don't you do something on career growth blueprint? Okay, so we both came up with this idea of career growth blueprint in the area of clinical research, medical writing, clinical SAS, CDM, and pharmacovigilance. You will say, sir, it is very vague that we have included so many names in there, so many areas like clinical research, medical writing, clinical SAS, CDM, and pharmacovigilance. Why we have added this? Because these are the major areas. These are the major areas for clinical pharmacy people, for the pharmacy practice people, for the nursing people, for whoever are related to clinical research. Whoever are related to clinical research, these areas are major areas to go for and make their independent career. And sometimes people think that if there are pharmacies, there is nothing other than being a clinical pharmacist, or nothing other than being into the hospitals or into the research. But there is a lot more where you can go, and where you can pursue your career independently. And these career aspects are very well grown and very well growing in India, like clinical science, medical writing. No one knows. The people think that medical writing is only limited to scientific writing. Medical writing is only limited to something that we have to write the papers and publish. Not at all. Okay, so that's why we came up with this idea. Dr. Mahendra Singh Rathore has come up with this idea of career growth blueprint in area of clinical research. And I would like to thank Professor Mahendra Singh Rathore for this, for giving us a chance again. Gitanjali Institute of Pharmacy and Gitanjali University of Udaipur, and these people are always my heart. I always love visiting GIP, love meeting people there, love meeting Rathore sir, because I get a good guidance. I get always a good vibe, the positive vibe always with sir and with the students of GIP. Always this is like a wonderful a collaboration kind of thing with between GIP and CliMed, and we always do a lot of things. You guys have been seeing that always we are under MOU also, definitely, but that's not the reason. The reason behind this collaboration and reason behind this the entire setup is that we have the same mind. We have the likewise mind to to update the students, to grow the students in their career, in their respective careers. We always think about the students, we always think about their careers, we always think like, okay, they are our students and they should grow in their career, they should they should gain more, and they should get whatever they're thinking. So they get good guidance from both the sides, from GIP, from CliMed. We have our mentors, and Dr. Rathore is a fantastic mentor, and his team at GIP, GIP Udaipur. So with that, I would like to thank Professor Rathore again and Gitanjali Institute of Pharmacy, to conduct this wonderful webinar on career growth blueprint and area of clinical research, medical writing, clinical stats, CDM, and pharmacovigilance. And to complete this webinar, we have with us very fantastic people from the industry. And we have Ms. Sarab Sidhuji. She's clinical trial transparency manager at GlaxoSmithKline GSK. She will talking to you about the medical writing and its scope and how we are going to pursue. We have Dr. Wali Muhammad, who is a clinical research specialist. He is PharmD and PhD. Again, he is a PharmD and PhD. He will be talking about clinical research and the career aspects related to clinical research. We have Mr. Ashok. Again, he is our CliMed SAS instructor for last 2 years, and under his guidance, we have completed 5 batches. And right now, 3 batches are going on. 3 college batches are going on. The entire college, they have shown up the interest to learn SAS, and they are going on at the CliMed. We have Ms. Neha Patel from she's joining us from the from UK right now. She's in UK, and she's working there, and she is instructing our clinical data management people, clinical data management groups batches. And we have Dr. Tarun Rase also. He's our director operations. And so you are going to get a lot of things in next 1.5 hours. Next 1.5 hours will be so fantastic, where you're going to get a lot of things. Okay. You're going to get all about these all topics what I mentioned, because we have the experts to talk over these topics, guys. Okay, so stay with us, and yes, don't forget that you are going to get the certificates also. Whoever is staying till end will share the feedback form, definitely. So there is a certificate, and there is a surprise. There is a surprise for all of you. All of you, you are going to get, if you, because we are running all the courses at CliMed. Okay, we are running all the courses at CliMed, and I would like you to join us. I would like you to join us, where we can groom you in the right direction, where we can make you Okay, I think I lost in between the network. So I was telling that you please stay with us for next 1.5 hours, and you are going to get a lot of things, lot of learnings, and other things, and the surprise, in our registration discount, because this is especially and exclusively for you people. This is not open for everyone. This is only for the people and the people who are associated with GIP, and invited by Dr. Mahendra Singh Rathod. So there are very special discounts for all of you on our ongoing courses if you want to join, and if you really want to grow further in these specific domains. So with that, I would not take much time, because there is a long queue of our speakers and our experts who are going to take the 15 minutes kind of classes for all of you, where they're going to discuss the opportunities, and they're going to talk about the specific domains. So, before that, before we go into the technical part, I would like to call upon the principal of GIP, Professor Mahendra Singh Rathod sir, to speak a few words. And he's a very very good what we say, the mind coach also. So he always guides me in that matter also. So I would like to invite sir to speak a few words. Sir, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Ajit. So how many of you are excited to in this webinar? If you are excited, then please type in chat box. Yes, I am excited. So in the coming 5 to 7 minutes, you would be getting some good insights about the career success blueprint. And just Dr. Ajit, can I share my screen with you and to all the participants? Yeah, and please kindly confirm if it is visible. Is that visible, sir? Yeah, Doctor, you are muted, Dr. Ajit, please. Anybody can confirm.
Yeah, it is visible, sir. It is perfectly.
Yeah.
Yes.
So welcome to the guys. Thank you, Dr. Ajit, and all the Madam Sadabjit and Dr. Tarun Rashe, and all the eminent speakers available here in this room. And let's enhance the energy of the room so that everybody would be there. So I would be talking in 7 minutes about the career success blueprints, and we'll be covering my talk in 4 points very soon, very fast, and all of you would be able to learn something in that. So the first point is that let's understand what is the success. That how many of you are knowing that what is the definition of success? success is a habit, or you can say success is defined by Dr. Mr. Earl Nightingale. He was one of the best sailor, and you can say person in US. And one was the audio that was known as the Stender's Secret. This was the very much renowned audio, and in that he defined the success definition. Success means the worthy realization of the ideal goals. What is a success? Success means the worthy realization of the ideal goal. Whatever you have decided, or whatever the goal you have decided, and if you are able to achieve, then you are successful. Let it be the small thing. If you have decided that today I will attend the whole classes, you are successful for the day. And everyday success would be manifesting the success in the life. So first, what is the starting step of the success? All of you are knowing that what is the meaning of that. Let me make it more clear. That is goal setting. That how many of you are having goal in your life? Can you chat in the chat box so that I can come to learn that yes, the people are having goals. How many of you want to know that exactly what you want to do? Yes, I will be giving you 30 seconds. Please type in chat box that the things are clear, that what you want to do in your life, particularly to the students. So if you are having goal, that is fine. Again, this particular talk is going to be very useful for you. If you are not having goal, then you can set the goal by having the SMART approach. You know what is the meaning of SMART approach? How many of you would like to have knowledge about this SMART approach? SMART is the abbreviation of the 5 terms. Whatever the goal you are deciding there, that should be the specific. I want to make a good career. It's a very vague term. I want to make a good career in the medical writing to become a medical specialist. This is the specific goal. Then there should be the goal that is measurable. M means measurable. That you should be able to, once you have decided the specific goal, then you should be able to measure it every day, whether you are reaching towards your goal or not. Then the third part is the actionable. That what actions you are taking towards the goals. Then the fourth part is that it should be realistic. If you say I am having goal to reach to the moon, yes, it is possible, but how much efforts it would take? So that you understand what I mean? That realistic means that it should be approachable. And the last thing is the time bounded. That you should specify that I want to become the specialist in the medical writing by date. By this time, I want to become this. If you are setting the goal in this manner, then your subconscious mind would be programmed to achieve that goal, and it would start automatically actioning. Now, are you clear? If you are clear till now, so please chat in box that this is the thing is clear. Anybody, if you are responding to me, so that I would be understanding that all of you are listening to me. Yeah. Thank you very much, Pooja. Thank you, Himanshu, Himani. Thank you, Ankit Jain. Thank you, Mega. Thank you, Dr. Ajit. Thank you, Mohammed ji. Thank you, Abhijit ji. Thank you very much for your responses. So my talk is reaching to you. That's great. So the goals should be the SMART. And now, how many of you think that merely deciding the goal would be turning into the results? What small thing you can do that make a goal and start working on that. Start taking action with the smaller things. Don't go for the bigger things, because our mindset is there that already all of us are, I think, मेरे ख्याल से सारे लोगों की एज जो है वो 18-20 साल से ऊपर होगी, और 18-20 साल की जो प्रोग्रामिंग है, that would be resisting to take actions. कि क्या होगा या नहीं होगा, मेरे सोचने से क्या होगा, गोल सेट करने से क्या होगा, मैंने पिछले जीवन में बहुत गोल सेट किए हैं, कुछ नहीं हुआ. Likewise, this is the scarcity mindset, so that you have to come out if you want to really get success. Now, start taking actions. The moment you are starting taking action, you are breaking your mindset, your blockade is in your mind. Now, the next comes is your goal setting. How once you have decided the goal, then you must be having the laser focused approach to achieve that. Then you must be having to change your mindset. And how to change mindset? That coming out with the scarcity mindset. कि मेरे पास में ये नहीं है, मेरे पास में इसको रिसोर्सेस की कमी है, मेरे पास ये नॉलेज नहीं है, मैं कैसे करूं? Likewise, so that you have to come out with the scarcity mindset, then start taking actions, and then keep the things away which distract you. How many of you are having smartphones? And how many times you are looking into the smartphones while you are doing work in your either in the class or doing some important work which would be leading to you towards goal. So the moment it is something is pop up, I'm looking into the phone. My mindset is distracted. Yes or no? How many people are facing this problem? कितने लोगों के साथ में ऐसा होता है? Please chat in chat box. So if you want to really want to achieve success, then there are certain things that you have to follow. The number thing is the affirmations. How many of you have heard about the affirmations? What is the meaning of affirmations? Affirmations are the statement, written statement in the card, in the paper, that what you want to achieve. This will fix your mind. This will train your, guide your mind so that you can move ahead in that direction. Got it? So you can move in this. Then once you have made your affirmation, then you have to consistently work towards this. Now, come to the third point, that is association of the like-minded people. How many of you are having association that who are having clear vision or clear goal and believe in one thing in your mind, that whatever you are today, this is the exactly what you think. We become what we think about. This is true, and this is the rule, and this is the principle. Please take a note of this. What I'm repeating this, we become what we think. हम क्या सोचते हैं, हम वो बन जाते हैं. अगर हम scarcity mindset का सोचेंगे, हमेशा we will be having scarcity. If you think that I'm having clear goal and continuously you are thinking towards that, you will be reaching to that. So association of like-minded people would make you remain in that energy zone, so that your mind or the subconscious mind would be programmed and you would be able to take actions towards reaching towards your goal. Get it? The things are clear to your mind? So I will not take another 2 minutes. I will just be winding up my things that with some recommendations that yes sir, आपने इतनी बातें बता दी, ये सब बातें तुमने सुन रखी थी, सोच रखी थी, और ये सब कुछ नहीं होता है. Likewise, जैसे how many of you are thinking? So come out of the scarcity mindset, and then I am recommending certain things, and guarantee, I guarantee, if you follow these things, certainly your life would not be the same as it is today. Believe me, trust my words, start doing action and take the recommendation, and you please try to apply. Give a sincere try at least. So the first task I would be saying that you can search on the YouTube, that is the audio given by the Earl Nightingale, and the name of the audio. How many of you want to listen the name of the audio? Please chat in chat box. Please chat in chat box. In 10 seconds. The name of the audio is The Strangest Secret. This strangest secret is the audio which was one of this has changed the lives of the million, and I personally am feeling this. You can see the conviction, you can see the energy, you can see the enthusiasm, you can see the vibration that I'm trying to deliver to you. This is due to this video. Every day I'm listening this video at the sleeping time. And it has changed enormous changes in my life. Then I would recommend you to get a book and then go through that. Eat that frog. How many of you are thinking that okay, हमने बहुत अच्छा ज्ञान ले लिया, हमने बहुत सारी चीजें सुन ली, but अब कौन करेगा? हम कल करेंगे. Let's start today, tomorrow. कल से हम बात करेंगे. कल का दिन morning 8 o'clock. Yes, I will do. How many of you have taken the resolutions on the first year, the new year, 1st January? बस ये महीना तो बीत गया. अब पहली जनवरी से तो मतलब I am going to be a changed man. How many of you have taken the resolution? Please chat in chat box. And how many of you have completed those resolutions? Yes or no? I am sure that many of the people, I cannot say, but the law of averages says that it would be that we take the resolution and the energy, but we are failing to continue with that. So the book that is known as the Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy, this book is giving the 21 principles how to avoid procrastination. टालम टोली की जो आदत है उसको कैसे खत्म किया जाए. This book is giving excellent book. Every student must be having this book who are having the हैबिट ऑफ प्रोक्रास्टिनेशन, टालने की आदत है, आज नहीं कल करेंगे, कल नहीं परसों करेंगे। हमने कहावत भी सुनी होगी कि आज करे सो काल करे सो आज कर, आज करे सो अब, पल में पड़ रही होएगी बहुरी करेगा कब। So this is the thing that is going to be there, that eat that frog, everybody must be, I recommend strongly, it is costing 150 rupees. You please buy it and keep it in your wardrobe and your this cupboard, so that whenever you want to get the chance, you listen. And then one thing, Pareto's principle. This Pareto's principle is there in that book. This is the 20-80 rule. Whatever we are there, this is due to our thinking, and our 20% actions would be resulting into the 80% of the results. 20% एक्शन लेंगे वो हमारे 80% रिजल्ट्स को डिसाइड करेंगे. यू जस्ट गो थ्रू दैट, द टाइम इज लिमिटेड, सो दैट आई कैन गिव द लेक्चर ऑफ 1 hour or 2 hours ऑन दिस पर्टिकुलर प्रिंसिपल itself. I mean lot of examples, I have experienced personally. So these things, Pareto's principle, you just find out that what is this. And now, how many of you like the stories? I will be concluding my talk in 2 minutes by telling you the story. How many of you like stories? Please chat in chat box. Small story, 2-3 minutes story. Yeah, thank you, Mohammed Maqsood. Thank you, Shifa. Thank you, Ankit. Thank you for showing Pooja Sharwani. So the small story, I'm telling you that I will tell you how the Napoleon Hill took a decision. Had you heard about the Napoleon Hill? Napoleon Hill is one of the best selling author. He has written so many books. He is from the USA, and he has taken a decision that resulted into the best-selling book. And what is the name of the book? The name of the book is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. This book, he got the opportunity. And let me tell you the story, how he has taken the decision. Dale Carnegie was one of the leading businessmen, and he approached, the Napoleon Hill approached to him that I want a job in your office. Then Napoleon Hill and Dale Carnegie told him that you have to do this thing, and this would be, he has given an offer, and that you have to go there to meet 500 Fortune 500 people who are successful, and you have to meet with them. I will only give you the to and fro, the travel fare only. The rest of the things you have to bear at your own. He was not employed at that point of time, Napoleon Hill, and he thought, and within 29 seconds, he took a decision. Yes, he was not having enough money. He might be having thinking, analysis paralysis वाली, मैं सोचूंगा होगा. तो उसने कहा कि I am ready. In 29 seconds, I am ready to take this decision. And then you know what Dale Carnegie told him? If you have taken the 30 seconds, more than 30 seconds, I would have given this opportunity to another one. And this decision in 29 seconds resulted in this best-selling book, Think and Grow Rich, that has turned the millions of people's life. So you take that early decision making, how much impact this can create in your life. You never know that where the opportunity is lying. So try to grab the opportunity, identify, grab the opportunity, and go ahead. So I hope this talk is useful for you, and you might get some insight over it. Dr. Ajit?
Of course, sir. Wonderful it was, and it has opened a lot of new things for all of us actually. Because being at this at this age, I will say, or at this platform, at this social media era, we always waste the time, and we always procrastinate, and
Yes.
we always think the other ways. So definitely it has put a strong message for all of us, and I really feel that guys should take these recommendations.
With the permission, I will take another minute, and then I will finish the talk.
Sure.
Are you with us? All of you with us? Can you do one exercise, a small thing, that please stand up from your seat and do the things whatever I'm saying. Please, this is a request. So I'm talking about the affirmation, and this really works. You just see. Open your hand. Likewise, and tell to the universe that I am open and receptive to all abundance coming into my life. I am open and receptive to all the information I am getting from this webinar. I am open and receptive to all the information I am getting from this webinar, and I will implement it. I'm open and receptive to the all information I'm getting in this webinar and will implement it. So yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much to all. So Dr. Ajit, my talk is over. You can please continue with this part, and just I would like to have this feedback about that. What are your key learnings in the period of time in chat box? People can give your feedback.
Definitely, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, so guys, I will take one more minute before we go to further things. So as I was talking, we have completed because I'm calling Miss Sarabji next. She is going to talk on medical writing. And before she start the medical writing thing, I would like to tell you that we have completed one batch of medical writing in July and one batch of medical writing in August. That is the 3-month course. That is a 3-month course. And the prices are, it's like nothing. It's like nothing. Okay. In the market, the prices are really, really high, but we are providing at a very, very low cost. Okay. Just forget about the cost, but I would like to tell you that this course was one of the extremely successful course. The people during the course only got the job. They have cracked the interviews, and you must have seen our the last mock interview, how we have conducted the mock interview, how we are guiding the students at our clinical research center and for our different courses. So if you are really interested, you can stay till the end and you can get a great offer with us. So let me introduce Sarabji. Sarabji is one of our mentor, and she is working at GSK as a clinical trial transparency manager, and she is the author of a wonderful book known as clinical research and career guidance in medical writing. So she has written that one of the best book, and she's working on another book also. So she's a renowned author, and presented at multiple platforms and invited by multiple colleges and conferences to talk over medical writing and clinical research. So Sarabji, I welcome you. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Ajit. Thanks everyone for joining in. And so I will be very quick. So I won't take your lot of time, but I will introduce you to the subject. So regarding your career, Dr. Rathore has guided you very well, like how you can take a right decision. And this is a perfect age, this is the age where you can invest a lot. This is the age when you have a lot of time, right? And you are lucky enough, when I see myself, when I was starting my career, we were not in this internet, age. Now you are. So you are having options to, not only option, rather you have access to easy education one, and that to economical as well, right? You can make very easy decision. Okay, let me drop an idea of buying my clothes. Let's join some course, right? So these are all the options that you have. You can really make maximum out of it. Let me try to share if I can. I have not made any slides, but I can work around with. Let's see if whiteboard is possible.
Yes, please.
So I'll stop the video for a moment, because if you see our clinical research, can you confirm if you can see my whiteboard?
Yes, we can. We can
Visible. Thank you.
Right. So let me try for something for you. I want to introduce you to a clinical research, we generally are starting with the lab, right? This is where you start. Right. So in a lab, as a pharmacy student, you are doing lot of experimentation. You are doing many things, But in lab, we are having around 10K of molecules. This is where we are starting. So just imagine to develop 10,000 of molecules or even more, how much energy and effort of any pharmaceutical goes. So we are starting with 10,000, but then our next step will be, again a preclinical. Next step will be preclinical, right? So in preclinical, if you remember, from here to here, it will be only 250. So we are starting with 10,000, we are reaching to only 250. So imagine the effort and money, how much has gone into this. So, when pharma and sponsors say we are investing a lot of money, they really want a skilled people and trained people, because they want an output, right? And from preclinical, you go to your clinical trials, right? So then your phases one, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4, this comes in gold, right? So now from 250 here, only around 100 or 150 they start, or even sometimes less than 50 also goes. Then from phase 2 to again the number reduces, say it is only 20 or 30. From phase 2 to 3 is only 10, right? So only 10 remains, and in the market only 1 or 2 comes. It's just like when you're joining a nursery course, in a nursery class there are so many students, like, but for a PhD only see like Dr. Ajit or Dr. Wali, the only 1 or 2 reaches to PhD. It's a similar story, right? So the attrition rate is very, very, very high. And now see, when we are going down to here from lab to our market, this is our market, right? So this is our final stage, is a market where we are saying is that only 0.01% make a success rate, because if you are starting with 10,000, a success rate is 0.1%. So very less, right? So our number of years, they will increase. We are starting with 0.5 year 0, and until we are reaching to market, it is like 10 years or maybe for 15 years. The time taken is a lot, right? So that is one point. Another point is our expense increases. So it is like this funnel. So it increases. Here the dollar rate is, your expense is very less, maybe few dollars, maybe $100, thousands dollars. But here it is in billions till the time you are reaching to the market. So because of this, everyone want sharp people. Every farmer want whosoever is working with their team, they should be having a top-notch skill. This is one part of our story where we are telling a pharma perspective. So now, if I take you through how the regulatory operates. So let me raise this and I'll take you through the regulatory story. So are you able to follow me until this, guys?
Yes, Sarabji.
Okay. So now coming to the regulatory, right? So regulatory responsibility is to ensure the safety of their population, right? Safety of a public. That is the responsibility of a regulator of any country. Say it's the FDA, say it is the DCGI, right? So tomorrow, if something happens, there is a death or there are many serious adverse events are reported. If it make the media news, the people are going to ask a question to the government. Government is a regulatory body. Even people are reaching to the court, they are again asking to the regulatory body. So the regulatory has their own requirement for pharma, right? So this regulatory is operating pharma. They ask lot of stringent guidelines. They have lot of rules. You have to follow those rules. If you are not following those rules, which means they are not no approval, right? Because regulatory are the one, they are giving you license to operate. If you are not following these rules, your license will get cancelled, right? So you all remember the case of Remdesivir. Their license got, they got major flaws in their one of the site, right? Because of that, they brought them a lot of challenges. So this is the reason. So now there is our international guidelines, which is known as a ICH. So ICH made has uniformed everyone, all the global pharmas and the regulatory also. Now they have one ICH guideline which says the people should be the sponsor or pharma who is hiring people. They should be qualified, experienced, plus trained. So this is their one of the guideline. And whenever some auditor or inspector comes, the first thing they are going to look at the CVs of all the people who are working, just to know like if the people who are working, are they really qualified, experienced, or trained. So this is the reason, sometimes people ask me that is the training is necessary. The question comes in, is training is necessary? Now there are two ways to reach to that goal. Now I told you why training is necessary. Now you can, I just wanted to tell you how you can do that. Now training you can, do by two ways. One is self-learning, right? That surely you can do. You can go to Google and you can search endless resources and you can train yourself. That's one option. Option number two is that you may join some course, right? That is available to you. So it will speed up your learning. This will speed up your learning, or you can read some book, right? So these are the two options available to you. So which one suits you, you can use that, right? So now we have explained you why training is necessary, but what is the background of that training, right? Now the final question is, which I wanted to tell you, I hope you will be also interested in that, about my subject, which is a medical writing. So medical writing, what is this medical writing? Sometimes we feel like, oh, writing is about, you have to write a lot. But this is not the case. This is not, medical writing is not like your literature writing. It is totally different from that. The reason is, as I told you, we have a guideline, we have regulation. They have given us set of templates. Now tomorrow, if you are going to some bank, you are telling them, I have to fill a form. I wanted to open my account, right? They always give you one form. Just imagine these templates are similar to those forms. These already have a predefined fields. And you have to work around that only. You have to fill this information only. So when you think about the medical writing, it is not like you are, sometimes people get confused, like it is related to a literature writing. You should be having top-notch English skills. No. You just be needing a good scientific understanding plus regulatory, guidelines information plus flair to write. Little flair to write, which I am sure we all have, because we have learned during our schools, until class 10 we all study English, right? So but that doesn't mean that you should be having lot of high-fi English. So only you need is scientific understanding, which you are a pharmacy graduate, you know very well. You should be knowing the regulatories, which you can learn in these courses, and you should be having a little flair to writing. And because why this is needed, for whom you will be writing? You will be writing for a scientific community, right? And you will be writing for a, regulatory body. Why regulatory body I'm saying? Because these are the one who are giving you approval. So suppose you are trying to initiate a new study, you have to develop a protocol, right? Maybe protocol you are writing, maybe you are writing, this you are writing a protocol before you are studying. Now you have a result, you will be drafting the CSR, correct? Now all this you have to submit to the regulatory body. If the quality of these document is not good, your product will get rejected. So that is the importance of a medical writer, right? So you have to now, every team have worked their, hard to bring the study to a completion. Now it is in hands of a medical writer, how they are going to reflect that information. So that's one side. Any question? If someone has a question, so you can ask me. I would like to see you very engaging, because you guys are not speaking. Why you are not
Yes, anyone can ask the questions. No problem now. You can take up the questions, Sarabji. Yes, please unmute yourself or write the questions. You can unmute yourself, no problem. Yes, yes, Cellular Rupan, yes, there is. We are coming to the SAS programming also, in this webinar only. After clinical research, we are coming to the clinical SAS also. We are providing that. And, in our batches, there are the people who are getting trained from the fourth year, third year, fourth year, fifth year, and they are getting trained in the SAS and they're practicing SAS, because SAS is not only for the industry, but it is for the personal use. It is for the clinical research use also. So we are coming up with to that.
Okay,
Yes.
Sneh asked some question. Can you expect a decent salary? Of course, you can expect a decent salary, but only one guidance I give all the freshers and students is don't put many filters. Even if you are getting some opportunity as an internship, right? Take that, grab that, because even at my company, we have taken initially few people as an intern. Later we absorb that, right? And plus you will get an experience. You can apply for more jobs, but you can expect a decent salary in a medical writing. If I wanted to give you a range, is like between 20 or 30. If you perform very well in your interview, you can get that. Abhijit, I couldn't see your whole question, so let me go to chat box. In medical writing, can I have opportunity knowing how to write meta-analysis and scientific review? If I tell you, Abhijit, the medical writing is divided into quite a number of parts. Is that we say one is a regulatory writing, which is around mostly a templates and all that, right? Another division is a scientific writing, which you are asking. So here in a scientific writing, you can learn about how you can write medical reviews, how you can draft your manuscripts. So that you can do. So in this field, in the scientific writing. Any other question? We'll go to chat. What are the salary criteria in medical writing? Criteria, I couldn't follow your question. There is no as such a criteria. As I said, medical writer, after a good experience, they always paid very well, because there is always a need of a medical writer. And a medical writer is a field which is considered a niche. Very few people are available. Skill which is high in demand. This is the skill. If you can learn the art of a medical writing, you will always be in a demand. Being in a medical writing field, can we get a fair idea about regulatory submission process? Yes, you will be supporting regulatory affairs team to complete a medical writing documents, that is known as a dossier. So for a dossier, if you will be submitting, few of the documents are going from a medical writing team only. You can learn about that process, sure. How is the growth in a medical writing? See, as I told, medical writing is always in demand. Generally, you start with a medical writer position. You start with a medical writer, or sometimes a medical writer associate also. These are the initial position, or a medical writer 1, or medical writer analyst. So these are the initials, early stage positions. Then you can move to medical writer 2, right? Or senior, if you reach to this level, senior medical writer. This is very good position to have. Very excellent position to have. After a couple of years of experience, say 2 to 4 years of experience, you can aim this position.
Yes.
Right? You surely can aim this position. And once you are senior medical writer, you can also be a lead. You can also be a medical writing manager. then same as of other field like manager, deputy manager, or associate director, any position you can move in. But at least within 4 or 5 years, try to reach this position, senior medical writer. This is very good position to have it. Or you also get initially other options. Some one thing is that farmers, they don't give a writing work immediately to freshers. So what they do is that they create another level of position, which is very good for learning. Is that, I'll tell you. QC reviewer, QCer, QC reviewer or QCer. So what you do in this is that only and only you will be reviewing you will be getting the drafted document, but you have to review the data elements. Okay, everything is consistent, everything is written, information in all the places is correct. There is no error in the data. There is no comment which has been left unaddressed. So you can also join a QC reviewer. You won't be drafting, but you will be reviewing the document. So in a way, you will get a training on a medical writing. So this is also another position to work on. So I think I have given you kind of an introduction to a medical writing work.
Yes, Sarabji. And now I will, I would like to share the brochure what we are providing, so they can get the more insights like what they are getting. I think the question was like, if we are teaching about these things, teaching about all the submission process, or what we are including. Actually, we are including all type of medical writing. So let me share the screen, and then you will get more insights on that. Thank you, Sarabji. Thank you very much. So let me share this. Yeah. So this is our medical writing brochure, guys. Okay, as you can see, the batch 2 is September 2022 regular batch. Otherwise, there are 2 institutions which are going on right now. I mean, this is our 4th batch actually. So course highlights, you are going to get the first, the best part. The best part with this batch is that you are going to get this complete medical book, the free course material with this course that is costing 500 rupees for you. Okay, if you want to buy from Flipkart or Amazon or from any other website, you have to pay 500 rupees, and then you have to buy this book, buy this complete course material. And along with this batch, along with this course, if you are taking up from the CliMed, you are going to get free of cost, okay, at your home. It will be delivered at your home. Okay, so you do not have to worry about it. Will be delivered to your home, the book, the course material. Okay, not the soft copy, I'm talking about the hard copy of the book. Okay, it will be delivered to you. So just check the course content, guys. It is completely including all the things. I can see the question about the skill sets required for the medical writing. Yes, it is there, and we are covering all the skill sets, scopes, and opportunities, and all the categories of medical writing, core areas, tools, and techniques used for medical writing, and entire drug development process, entire scientific writing, including manuscript, abstract, report writing, news writing, literature review, search, components of medical writing, systematic review, as someone was asking about the systematic reviews and meta-analysis, and original papers, how to select the journal, how to submit the journal, how to submit the paper to the journal, referencing tools. Okay, and then evidence-based medicine extra, and then medical writing for clinical research industry, as all the clinical research sites, clinical trials, protocol designing, writing, and informed consents, investigational brochures, and then review process. Entire review process will be controlled. And then post-marketing phase writing, that is very important, document in medical marketing, and developing the DSUR, PSUR, and all clinical safety reports, clinical evaluation reports, and then the entire regulatory writing. Okay, not only brief, the entire regulatory writing, you will come to know about that, IND, NDA, all the things, CTD formatting, ECTD submissions, and all the guidelines what are being used for clinical and medical writing. And then especially we have included this pharmacovigilance session, so you can understand that how pharmacovigilance is associated, with medical writing, and how it is useful for that. Okay, so we have 2 special sessions for pharmacovigilance, and then along with this, there are mock interviews, personalized trainings with interview preparations, and all. So you are going to get all of this, okay, all of this in just 2,999, but that price is for everyone. So as you are attending today's webinar, I can do one thing. I can give you here the straight 25% discount. Okay, straight 25% discount for all of you. Okay, so if you want to attend this course, you can just pay with 25% discount. Okay, so it will come around 2,250 somewhere. Okay, you can pay that amount and you can go ahead with this course, but only for today, guys, only for today. Okay, whoever wants to join this course, you can just contact us. You can just contact us on this okay, this number is here. You can contact me, contact this number. This is number. You can contact us on this number later. Okay, so this is actually exclusively for GIP. Okay, this is exclusively for GIP and the associate members and who are attending this webinar. So this is if you are attending, if you are registering by tonight, the price is only by tonight. 25% discount on all the courses, and I'll tell you even the when we are talking about other courses also. So 25% discount is straight for all of you. Okay, and see, one more thing I want to discuss, guys. For this, we have conducted a survey for our course, and that survey we ask specific questions like how were our faculties, how were our course management, how was the course content, how was the end-to-end engagement, and you can see the ratings out of 10. And this is not only 1 or 10 people. This was done by 150 plus people. 50 plus. So someone's mic is on. If I can request all of you to stop your mic, guys, otherwise I have to wait. Okay, no worries, that's fine. Okay, so yes, so see the course management and end-to-end engagement and understanding the underlying concept. So it was a very, very what we say extremely successful course for all of us and for all the students, and many of them have cracked the interviews. They're joining the jobs. Okay, so that's all from my side for medical writing, guys, because we have a lot of people with us to talk. So yeah.
Yeah,
that's all.
Dr. Ajit, I just wanted to add only one
yes,
thing
yes, please,
regarding
sir,
our
please
previous course. We also went ahead and done few mocks, right?
Yeah.
Mock interviews. So we are
Yes.
also planning to do more mock interviews for this course. So that will be very helpful, right, to students.
Definitely.
I think one of our mock is also live there, right? If students want to go there and can check. Is it available on YouTube, right?
Yes.
Yes. So student can check that. They can take a guidance from that as well.
Yeah, definitely. They can contact. I have written the email ID. I have written the phone number, and I'm writing the email ID also. So if they have any kind of questions, any kind of things they want to know, they can just contact us. They can just contact us. Okay. So Saurabh, thank you very much for giving your time, and I know you're joining from office only.
Office.
So thank you very much.
I will drop now. I will drop now.
Yes, please.
So
Thank you very
everyone.
much. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Dr. Ajit, just I'm having two questions. Can I ask right now or at later stage we can?
No, please, sir. Please go ahead now.
Yeah. First question is that whether the students will be getting certificate for this that they have successfully completed.
Yes, of course, they are getting the certificates. Yes.
And would there be an assessment?
Yes, there will be. There are, sir, there are personalized assignments from the industry, and there are the assessments.
Okay. And what is the mode during which the students can clarify their queries once they have, in the live classes they are asking, but later stage जब पढ़ रहे हैं और तब उनको कुछ query है तो how they can resolve their queries
there is a dedicated WhatsApp group for the entire batch, so they can discuss everything in the batch, sir. And our mentors are clarifying their doubts, all the mentors.
And the second question, that how you are managing this thing in such a I find this thing nothing. This price is nothing. That you are I'm amazing. I was expecting that कि 6-7 का course होगा, कम से कम 7-10 हजार रुपए लगने चाहिए. And guys, trust me that the more you invest in yourself, that I will tell you that I have paid 80,000 rupees for the training, and this is the result that I am able to talk you in the high vibrational mode. This is the result of the training. And the moment you remain in the high vibration, and then I just took the decision of spending 15,000 rupees in the first step, and the later payment I made in a day or two. I took the decision less than 29 seconds. Trust me, believe me, this is the thing that and I'm really, if somebody asks कि अपना पैसा ले जाओ और ये क्लब छोड़ दो, मैं कहूंगा कि नहीं पैसा रखो मुझे क्लब में रहने दो. I'm getting this thing.
True, sir.
So this is the thing that this is my message to all of you. Okay, just invest in yourself, and then you will get the results. Change your mindset. Change the mindset completely. This will be changing the life. So thank you.
Yes. I'll take one question. Timings about of this course Saturday and Sunday after 6 o'clock. Okay, so don't worry about the timings. We are taking up this course, at the convenient timings after office hours, after the daily, schedules. So this is in the weekend after 6 o'clock, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And sir, answer to your question, like, see, for that I am, many people ask this question actually, but CliMed is always, in support of students, and we are providing the quality things, because we have seen our team, have seen that struggles to learn. At that time, 10 years back, we used to, search for the good career coaches. We used to search for the good, good career guidances, but we couldn't get that. And if we were getting that, we had to pay a lot. Like 50,000, 60,000. And still, if we are going for some SAS, we have to pay 80,000, 1 lakh. If we are going for clinical research, we have to pay 50,000, 40,000. If we are going for medical writing, we have to pay 20,000, 30,000. So we thought our team, because we all, have come through that, we all have, seen that. So we decided to do that for the students, for the sake of, their career development. And in India, PharmD is actually, at the very, low point right now, because students are really confused. Many students are, coming up with these queries that what to do. So that what to do question has encouraged us, and always encourages us to, do more with that lowest prices, where we can actually, settle up down with our technical charges and, the lowest charges. So that's all, I would like to say that, that actually encourages us to do more with the quality at the low cost at CliMed. Yes, sir. Thank you very much. So now I would like, conducted multiple webinars also before, multiple, demo classes, and our first batch is going on right now. And, so we are coming up with, the next batch. So we are inviting you to, attend the next batch also. So, Neha will tell you about the clinical data management, CDM.
Yeah, hi everyone. Thank you, Dr. Ajit, for the short introduction. So yeah, good afternoon to you all. Good morning to myself. So let me know when you're able to see my screen.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so I'll just quickly run through the career opportunities in CDM. Since you have a nice background, which is taken by several domain experts over here in the webinar. So I'll speak about the clinical data management. So, and its career opportunities. So why clinical data manager, what perks you have as an, if choose in clinical data management profile, okay? So, okay, so in this short, quick session, I'll just tell you what is CDM, how it is evolving, what is growth of it, and during what steps of clinical trials CDM roles are involved, and why and how clinical data plays a critical role, what are the core activities, what are the expectations if you are a clinical data manager, and why CDM job is best, as per me. So yeah, so to start with CDM evolution. So what you see in a graph is one graph I have taken from online, which says that how clinical data is increasing with increase in EAS and increase in devices which are implemented in clinical trials. So there is so much of increasing clinical data from electronic devices used in clinical trials these days, and almost it's like way beyond what was expected years ago. So with this increase in data, handling data is also important. And since this data is very critical, it's a real-time data of the patients in the human trials. So it's very critical and confidential to handle it. So CDM plays a big role in handling such data, and hence there is an increased demand of clinical data manager resources. There is also, since like I mentioned, is that electronic devices are implemented, several other methods, decentralized trials, like you don't have to go to the site, the patients don't have to go to the site. So like we have remote work, there is also remote trials which are called decentralized trials and e-trials. Okay, so that increases the scope of work and also a growth factor where you can digitally get enabled if you are involved in a part of such trials, clinical trials. So as a data manager, you will be involved in high quality of the data and also focusing on the patient data, which is the trials are also called patient-centric trials. Okay, so here with this trend, the evolution of the CDM profile shows that now data manager are literally called data scientists, because it's not only just data entry you do and clean the data and just report what is the output of the reports and everything, but also you do an analysis of whatever data you receive for the trial when you're working as a clinical data manager. So this is how CDM has evolved from simple paper data entry, paper trials to an electronic trials and decentralized trials. All right. So this is a typical organogram, which usually says, obviously the names and headers in each organization differ, but this is a very typical, just to have you an idea that how the hierarchy and how the CDM role grow. It's like if you start with a junior CDA, like as a fresher, you move to senior, then you lead the studies like lead data manager, you become principal lead data manager who leads the lead data manager, and then associate director, CDM head, and CDM operational head. This is how you, if you grow in CDM profile, this is how you grow all these roles. Next is who are the employers. So employers, you can see there are so many employers and so many companies who does the clinical data management. So including contract research organizations, pharmaceutical and biopharmaceutical companies, biotechnology companies, medical devices, manufacturers, diagnostic organizations, even universities and hospitals, they do have small trials going on and you could be the part of it. So in short, it is like a lot of scope for the employment in clinical data management, because everywhere there is some department which needs clinical data manager to be part of the clinical trials. And also if the clinical trial is not ongoing, which is also known as meta-analysis, if some of the small institutions are doing a research based on the previous clinical trial, even there the data analytical skills are required, which again a role comes under the clinical data manager. So to give you an idea about how data flows, since I have introduced you what the clinical data manager role is, and to give you an idea about how the data flows and what are the CDM role during. So since I think so, I saw in the previous sessions introduction, you were given an idea about how clinical research and what are the parts, how ICH GCP comes into place and everything. So this is particularly I have focused on when the protocol starts, when the study starts, and then it is published. So during this flow, it's the basic principle which goes as a data flow, like data is collected, then integrated, transformed, analyzed, visualized, and then submitted. Okay, so when you have a protocol design, so data management plan. So I have put a data flow here to make an role where data is where all data manager can play a role, only focusing on those roles. There are so many other roles as well. Okay, so this is like we create a data management plan based on which whole clinical trial and how data manager will be working on the whole trial, which part, what will be the frequency of the review, what will be the frequency of submissions and data cleaning, everything is defined. So you can say for data manager and that particular protocol is a Bible. Other than that, next to that, for data management plan is a Bible for data manager to follow end to end. Okay, then comes a database designer, which you design the database. So in that you need, you will be given a training on what database you'll be working. So every organization have a different database they use, they purchase for the client. So you need not worry about you don't know the database or not. You will be always given a training how they are working on the database and which database. So technicalities you will learn once you join the organization. Then the main next part goes to CRF design and the database design. So how you want to see the CRFs. CRFs are the forms where you will be seeing the data collected, whole data. For example, vital signs. If you're collecting vital signs of the patient during the trial, those will be coming in this CRFs, and electronic ECRFs you will see in that database. So it's from, you can say, from the start clinical trial where you create a background of clinical data management, data manager plays an role. Okay, so throughout, then if we go to database design, and then if when the trial is obviously on a live on real-time data. So first the testing is done. So you have to think and analyze how you want to see the data coming in based on the protocol design. So there where again a big role of the data manager comes into it. So it becomes very interesting to know the protocol, and you use your visual skills and to think and logical skills how the design needs to be there, the same thing on the database, so that when it is live, when actual real-time data starts coming in, you know what you are doing, you know what needs to be captured. If it is captured incorrectly, you know what is incorrect, and how it can be handled. Okay, so this goes till database log. Intermittently, there are reviews done by data review associate, coding is done. Many of the companies do provide you an opportunity with coding as well, medical coding as well, if they have an access to be given to data manager. Okay, so and the quality control. So whatever data is there, you need to have a quality control because it's a real-time safety data of the patient. And like an earlier a colleague of mine mentioned that ICH GCP, the guidelines are very strictly to be followed everywhere, that to maintain the confidentiality and the accuracy of the data we have from the patient for the safety point of view. Okay, and then it leads to database log, further statistical analysis, reporting, and publication. Okay, moving on to the next. So now I just give you where L data is there, and so what all so many scopes and opportunities you will have to act as a data manager. Suppose that you also, when you are a data manager during the work or before when you start thinking about clinical data management, there are several core competencies which are you imbibing yourself before working and after working as a data manager or in a clinical research domain. So these are like, you gain an extensive knowledge of ICH GCP guidelines and clinical trial regulations. You know how to coordinate with different stakeholders overall world. So it's like the clinical trial they just not are located in one country, but usually if you are part of global clinical trial, you might have to interact with several people. You have pharma clients. If you are working as a third party organization like contract research organization, you have vendors from lab collections data. So every person who is involved and from the data where it is coming or going, you become part of that team. So you work as I can't say a center, but as a team with all other stakeholders. You get a chance to work with all other people in the clinical trial and not just strictly into data into database. Also, you learn risk assessment and analytical thinking. Like I mentioned previously, you have to think when you have a design and how you put it in the database and how you analyze to that, okay, when real-time data comes in, this mistake can be seen in database technically. So we need to have a query on that. So just an example I'm giving that and if something goes wrong in the database, it should be highlighted. So there are technical aspects you learn during the trainings that how it is handled. And obviously, all these things are the basics of the CDM, which you learn if you, do any particular focus on any particular area for this clinical data management. Other than that, good documentation practice, which is useful in any field you go in clinical research, because it is said that when think is not documented, is not done. Okay, and ability to think out of box, good computer skills you learn, eye for detail, and problem solving and time management skill. So this is very important because clinical research, every part is timely. They have timely submissions. You cannot miss the timelines. So you learn how to manage that and foresee if there is any risk, and you have to solve and all those things. Then, yeah, the main question one comes, then when I move to next, that why should I take CDM job? That why, what will interest you? So there are several broader terms, and also, I won't go at what are the personal positive part, but I would tell you what are the broader in the professional way where you stand when you take a CDM job and what all benefits you have. So you play an center of the clinical trial. Like I said, how you are connected to all stakeholders, and from start of the protocol till the end, the submission, you will be part of several steps, like 80% of the steps your clinical data manager is involved. It is a great step in career towards clinical research. So if you're looking for that, you want an entry in a clinical research, this can be a good start to have a CDM job. So you know in and out about everything. And obviously, like I have said, it's a transferable skill. So once you know CDM, you have touch base of many other things. You can further move on down the lane, 5-10 years, you can move to project, line management, database, and programming, because now you know the background of the how things work on the data management perspective. They also you make a difference in people's lives, because like I said, it's a safety data, it should be accurate, and you are part of that healthcare system where the clinical trials are going to considering for the medical devices which are for the betterment of the healthcare system or in the patients involved. Okay, and also developed data analysis and data science skills. Like I said, it's just not the data entry job, it's lot more many things. So in the data analysis, many softwares, any interesting softwares they are coming up with everything, and so you develop those skills during if you're working as a data management job. So it's not strictly that there is only one thing, like I'm repeatedly saying that it's only one thing you will be doing. So lots and lots of options. Okay, and then other perks you have is you have flexibility. Lots of organizations are providing home-based and hybrid opportunities. Like home-based, you are completely home-based, or hybrid, you just have to go to work like for 2 to 3 days in a week. That is again depending on what type of organization, which country, and which state in India or somewhere wherever you're located you are. So that you have to negotiate when you get an offer. Okay, and it is highly bonus based job. So based on your work, there is always if you are involved with a client or your pharma company is making a revenue. So yeah, you might expect a high bonus on that, because that is how revenue generating domain works. Okay. Okay, so to be prepared for all of these things, I have said so many things, but to be prepared, if you know that how as a fresher I can be confident as a that I should enter a CDM industry, so everything. So for that you can have a proactive approach. You can do your homework before you head out to get an interview for CDM, or you decide that you want to go for a CDM. Touch base the skills, basic skills, which are very common. It's not database specific or any organization specific. Touch base of those basic and intermediate concepts and skills of CDM. It also gives an exposure of latest CDM industry trends which are going on. There are so many portals you can go, like online you can find what are the CDM industry trends, what are the latest kind of trials which are going on. So do that homework. This what is CDM, like overall what documents is needed, how they are handled, very basic, how the trials are conducted, what role CDM will be performing. So basic, you have a generic idea. So you need to know those things if you want to be very proactive before you jump into for an interview or take up an CDM role. Okay, and understand the subject, and also priorly discussing and decide career prospects in CDM. Okay. And this is one last what CDM phases we have, like where CDM is like in the previous flow chart I have seen. These are the detail part, like from the basics to study closeout, what all other basic things you need to know, phases you need to know, and activities you perform. So these are those details. So usually these are like each bullet point is one of the topic. You can have it when we discuss CDM in detail. And this is the basic of CDM. You should at least know what it is, and if how it, if you are in the position, you're given a position as a fresher, then how you can handle it proactively if you know a background of this. Okay. So yeah, this is May. If you have any questions, we should.
So thank you, Neha. Thank you very much. I think we are running out of time. So, if you have any questions, guys, you can post here. And, as he has discussed in the last slide, that we are going to cover everything on our, CDM modules. Okay, in our CDM modules, we have, we are covering everything from the basic study setup, study conduct, and study closeout. All the things, whatever is needed, we are covering in our, CDM courses, and we have made it very, very comprehensively for all of you. Okay, guys. So if you are really interested, and I must tell you, I forgot to tell about the Neha. So Neha is our mentor for CDM, and she is BPharm and postgraduate diploma in clinical research, and she has the extensive work experience in CROs and pharma clients for more than 10 years, as a clinical data manager. She has conducted and end-to-end data management activities for several studies in immunology, oncology, rare diseases and infectious diseases. She has completed her BPharm from KLE Belgaum Pharmacy, one of the reputed institute in India, and postgraduate diploma in clinical research from ICRI Mumbai. She is currently, actually she has finished her MSc in pharmaceutical sciences with the specialization in health and disease of physiological symptoms from United Kingdom, and she's mentoring a lot of people, a lot of vendors and a lot of companies on the CDM, and she's now working there in UK. So I welcome all of you. If you want to learn from someone who is expert of the field, like Neha, definitely you can join us, and I really welcome you. So here you can see what we are completing, as she has shown in the last slide. See our syllabus, CDM syllabus, starting from the basics, study setup and study conduct, and then study lock, study closer. Everything is being covered in this. Okay, so I'll not take much time on this. So the course cost, if you want to know about the course cost, it is for right now it is 15,000. Actually it is 20,000, but we were giving to everyone on 15,000. But for all of you, if you want to join it today, you just have to pay 10,000. Okay, you just have to pay 10,000 for the CDM, because our third batch is going on and we are going to start it very soon. So there are a few seats limited, few seats remaining. So if you want to join, you can just pay 10,000 for this. Otherwise, if you want to know the cost is 20,000. Okay, so if you want to just see here, the straight 50% off for all of you, only for today, if you want to join. So contact us if you are interested in CDM. So now I'll not waste much time, and I'll go to Wali Muhammad. Dr. Wali, please search module here. I would like to tell you here that this is one of our very well planned, and we were working on this course for almost 6 months, and then we came up, because we have a great team with us to conduct this course and great guidance. So this course name is Professional Certificate Course in Fundamentals of Clinical Research. This is a 6-month course, and first of its kind in CliMed and in India. First of its kind. Okay, why I'm telling first of its kind? Because it is 4+1+1 design. Okay, 4+1+1 design. I'll tell you. I'll not take much time of yours. See, if you can see here, 4+1+1 course design. That means the 4 months you will get the entire theoretical classes. Okay, all the theory classes, everything about the industry and industry related. I mean, theory classes means the industry related theory classes, whatever is happening in the industry, the industrial clinical research. You will learn all about the industrial clinical research, and along with that you will get a special 30 days industrial clinical research training. Okay, with the personalized assignments and industrial projects. So you will get a chance to work with the industry, with the CliMed Research Solutions CRO for 1 month exclusively. Okay, that will be separate means you are going to get the separate training certificate for the industry also. Industrial training certificates you are going to get along with the course. Okay, course certificate for 6 months and industrial training certificate. And another 30 days, what I'm talking about is the personalized training for the interviews. Okay, personalized training for the personality development. Okay, so 4 + 1 + 1, 4 months, the entire teaching process, and 1 year, or I mean 1 month for the personality grooming, and the 1 month for the clinical research training, industrial training for clinical research. That's why I'm telling this course is, something which we have designed for the first time. Of course, it's quite troublesome for all of us, but it is what I wanted to give to my students, because clinical research is my heart. I am the person from the clinical research. I have done a lot of things in that, and I came up with the team to segregate all the things and give it to my students. Okay, so along with that, you are going to get leadership dialogues also.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Am I audible, sir? Okay, I think sir is on. Yes. Okay, so there are the leadership dialogues where you are going to get the interaction with A-level corporates and academicians, like the heads of the companies. We have a lot of contacts, so you are going to get the live sticks from the companies, from the industry, from the institutions where you can get. Okay, 100% live classes, definitely, as we always do. Okay, and then anyone who can who wants to attend, that can attend. And this is the course syllabus, guys. Please check everything. We have covered almost everything which covers in a 1 year course for clinical research. Okay, this is the matter of 1 year course. Okay, and we are covering it in a 6-month course. So this is a 6-month course, 4 + 1 + 1 module. So 4 months for comprehensive syllabus, 30 days for certified industrial training, and 30 days for mock interviews and job preparations, personality preparations. So this course is going to start on 25th September, and you guys are going to get it only on 4,999 INR. As I'm telling, for everyone it's 4,999, and you can just pay because it is already on the huge discount for everyone. I really cannot give much to you, but still, as I promised Dr. Rathore, Professor Rathore, you guys, if you want to join it today, you can join in 4,000. Only for today. Only by today evening, if you want to join, you can join 4,000 rupees. Okay, just contact us if you are really willing to, because this course has already almost filled all the seats. Okay, because we have conducted multiple sessions in multiple institutions and all. This is almost filled. And look at the advisory board and patrons and the course guides. See, they all are involved in preparing this course. All are involved in this preparing this course. Dr. N. Udupa, Dr. Pramod Kumar Rajput, he is Senior Vice President at International Markets, Cadila Pharmaceuticals. Mr. Ranjit Barsikar, sir, N. Udupa, sir, and Sarabjit ji, and Dr. Karav Khera, he is Associate Professor at Lovely Professional University. And Dr. Taran Rase, Dr. Sital Chauhan, and I, myself have put my all efforts to, when we were developing this course. So I welcome you all, and Dr. Wali Muhammad is our course director for this course. So if you are interested, please contact us for this. Okay, so I'll not take much time on that. Thank you very much, and I would like to invite Ashok, Mr. Ashok. Mr. Ashok is our clinical SAS instructor. So I would like to call upon Mr. Ashok, and he will be talking about the clinical SAS. And then we are going to end after the session of Mr. Ashok. I'll be sharing the feedback link where you can fill the form, and you can get the certificate for this webinar also. Okay, and we are going to wind up in 15 minutes. So Mr. Ashok, you're welcome. Yes, Mr. Ashok, are you here?
Yeah, thank you, Ajit.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for the late. We have delayed it a lot.
It's not a problem. Thank you, Ajit, for giving this opportunity, and also I thank you, Rathore sir, for giving this opportunity to share the things about the clinical SAS, how the market is present now regarding the clinical point of view. Just I will share my screen. Just let me know if you can see the screen. Can you see my screen? Is it visible?
Yes, we can see. So we can see. Yes.
As there is nothing more to discuss about the thing what I have prepared, because most of the thing has been covered by Sarabji as well as Neha Patel and Wali Muhammad, I think so. So just I will go in a quick view how the things are happening here. So actually, as Neha ji has specified, Neha Patel has specified regarding the CDM point of view. So there we will be having some databases. So from that databases, this clinical SAS programmer, as the clinical programmers, what they will do is they will extract the data from that databases. So we are having databases like Rave, Inform, Teradata, DB2, based upon the requirement or based upon the organization. So they will be having their different database. So basically the SAS programmers, what they will do is they will pull that information that has been collected in the clinical sites. So as Neha Patel has said, specified that whatever the data that has been collected onto the CRF, they will be capturing into either into an Excel sheet format or into a data set format. So they will place that relevant information in the database. So this clinical programmer, what they will do is they will extract, they will import the data. Generally, what the basic principle is here, this is a basic SAS functionality. Data accessing means we are importing the data. And what we will do after importing the data, we will manage that relevant data. What is management? Nothing but in which way the client is asking or in which way the sponsor is requiring that relevant information. We will convert that raw data or the unstructured data into a standard format by using some of the techniques. So those techniques we will be writing, or those techniques we will be performing in SAS point of view. Why we are mainly discussing about SAS. SAS is nothing but statistical analysis software, where actually whatever the clinical data that has been captured, so that data, what we will do, we will analyze that relevant information in a software. That software is nothing but SAS software. Just I will go through the software, how it looks like. This is a software, how it looks like. So here what we will do is, here we will write some program. Okay, some program we will write. Just a second. So I have executed some program, and that program output is represented in a data set format. So this is the data what I have. So I will show one of the real-time data that I'm having with me. So just a second. So this is the data, how the data is looking. So this is the information. This is what is the study, the subject number, where the site point of thing, the investigator name, when the patient birth information is present, sex, means this relevant information. What exactly here we are doing is whatever the data that has been collected, we are converting that, or we are reshaping that, or we are providing that data into a standard format. Why we are providing that into a standard format? Because whatever the information that we are submitting to the FDA point of view, so they are requiring, or they are asking that the information in a standard manner. Why? Because to have a traceability, because most of the CRO companies that are present, lot of CRO companies are there present. So each and every company, if they follow the same rules and regulations, that might be taking a lot of time to get approval. So what happened is, here we are having some CDs, clinical data interchange standard consortium, one organization is there. So they are providing some rules and regulations, how the data should be represented to the FDA point of view. So if you provide the data in such manner, so it will be very easy for the FDA to act, to look into the data and to get approval faster. So mainly what we are doing, whatever the data that we are capturing, we are converting that unstructured data to a standard format as specified for the FDA point of view. So here what happening is, these SAS programmers are playing a key role in transforming the data for getting the approval faster. Why? Because if you delay one day, it may cost a billions of market less. Why? Because we are having a competitive world. So whoever files the product first, they will be getting the approval first. So to fasten that process, to get the approval process and to get into the market, SAS programmers are playing a vital role in converting that relevant information. So here what happening is, here in the SAS point of view, we are performing that operational. Why? Because FDA is requiring that relevant data in only in which format, what means whatever the data that we have collected, SAS programmers are converting that. Why we are SAS programmers are relying, or the FDA is relying on SAS programmers? Because whatever the information that they are getting, or whatever the information we are specifying to the FDA, so they are requiring that information that has been programmed only in SAS software. That is the main criteria. Unless the clinical trial stops in the market, till then SAS won't be stopped. because if you look into this, SAS has started in 1966. From there, now if you look into the trend has been increased very more. In the past 2 years, the clinical trials has been initiated, more amount of clinical studies has been conducted. So all the data that has been conducted or all the data that has been captured in the clinical set that need to be performed only by the SAS programmers in SAS programming manner. So that data only they are expecting to submit for the FDA point of view. Here, we are accessing, we are managing, and we are analyzing it, we are presenting the data. So if you look into this, so SAS programmers plays a lot of roles before that. So if you look into this, we are having base SAS, advanced SAS. So before going into the clinical data point of view, first of all, we need to look into base and advanced. Whatever the concept that we have learned in base and advanced SAS, that concepts we are going to apply onto the clinical project. So that is nothing but clinical project. So you will be thinking how we can correlate that clinical SAS is a software. How we can correlate with that of the clinical study? Nothing but SAS is a software. Whatever the concepts that we are learning in base or advanced point of view, that concept we will be implementing onto the clinical trial data point of view. Why? Because that is the main motto for the submission process. So whatever the data we are getting, we will be getting the data in one format. We will be converting into SDTM format. Then we will be converting to ADAM level, analysis data models. Then at the final, we will be submitting in a TLF format, that is table listing of figures representation point of view. So here, the CDM people, we will be interacting with medical writers, clinical data management people, as well as we'll be interacting with the statisticians, biostatisticians point of view, as well as we'll be interacting with regulatory affair people. So with the collaboration of all these persons, a molecule is going into the market point of view. So here the SAS programmers, what they are doing, they are enhancing the output point of thing, and also what they are doing is they are improving the quality of the output, and they are going in a better way to get the process faster. So this is the overall view of a SAS programmer, what he is doing. If you look into the future of SAS, we are having a lot of future. Not only in India, we are having a lot of opportunities in abroad point of thing also. If you look into this, everyone is switching to SAS. Every pharma student or a life science background student, pharma D, B Pharm, M Pharm, any life science background students, most of them are switching to SAS. Because if you look into the market trends, in the past 2 years, we are getting a lot of opportunities in SAS. So up to, I can suggest, or I can give an assurance, up to a decade, there is no setbacking with the top SAS. There is no look backing with the top SAS. So I can surely recommend, as a pharma graduate, I have switched from that pharma background to this particular SAS point of view. So that is the thing. So there is no worry that we will be having an opportunity or not. You are having ample of opportunities. We will be guiding you. We will be sending you all the relevant information, what is that is required. And if you look into this, these are the things that we are going to cover. So base SAS topics, in base SAS topics, what are the things that we are going to cover, as well as in advanced point of thing, macro SQL point of view, as well as coming to the clinical project main. So most of them will be saying base and advanced, but the challenging thing is how to implement those base and advanced topics in the clinical point of view in a project. So that is more challenging. So if you look at the market, they will be saying 1 or 2 domains and they are leaving, but we are not in a position to leave such point of view. So we are giving 100% efforts, and we are putting our 100% efforts to get a good knowledge to a student. So these are the things that we are saying: clinical SAS point of thing, in SDTM point, and ADAM level point of thing, as well as what are the statistical information that we are providing. These are all the things that we are going to provide in our course point of view. So this is a short point of thing, as we are having a less limit of time, so that I have wrapped the thing in a hurry way point of view. And that's it, Jit, from my end point of view.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Ashok. So Ashok sir has already defined all the things about, clinical SAS and how it is important. And people, believe me, SAS is the new trend in India, not in India, even in the world, And I have seen my friends, Ashok is one of them, So, the growth in SAS, what I have seen is insane, exponential, the people are starting their career with 6 lakh to 10 lakh initially, and they're growing like anything. The growth, because this is something which is in trend right now, and people need to learn the skills, and this is one of the very best skill based program. Okay, all of the programs are skill based program from the CliMed, and you can definitely give it a try, and let us help you growing in your career, and let us help you grooming for your career. Okay, so that's all. And clinical SAS program is, as I told you, if you want to register for today, you can just pay very less. Just contact us on this number. We can discuss further on this. Okay, so this is for all of you for today. And with that, I would like to I will share the SAS program brochure, and then we can just go ahead. I think where's the SAS program brochure? Yes, just give me a minute. In a minute we can yeah, so this is the our SAS program. Sorry, yeah, so this is our SAS program, 5th batch actually, as I told you. So complete hands-on training for next 6 months. And this is, see, look at this SAS program batch, the new batch what we are going to start the next week, is including all 3 levels of the SAS: base, and advance, and the clinical SAS programming. All three levels you can get this comprehensive course, comprehensive syllabus, and 100% live, 100% on what we say, 100% on software, 100% training on software. Okay, you are going to get it. So this is a 6-month program for all of you, starting on 25th September. You guys can join if you are willing to join. So the individual registrations are 20,000 for everyone, 20,000. But as I told you, as we have decided to go for a low price today. Today is a low price day for all of you who are joining us here. You just have to pay 12,000 rupees for today. Okay, you all have to pay just 12,000 rupees if you want to join this course. Okay, guys, so that's all from my side, and I would like to call upon Dr. Mahendra Singh Rathore to just wind up this session, and then Dr. Tarun to say a vote of thanks. And here I have shared the feedback form. I'll just share the feedback form also, feedback form link, so you can get the certificate for this webinar also, guys, because you are staying with us for 2 hours. So Professor Mahendra Singh Rathore, if you are here, sir. Yes, pharmacovigilance course is available. Yes, guys, I wanted to discuss with you about the pharmacovigilance also. So we are coming up with the pharmacovigilance also. We are launching the pharmacovigilance on 17th, because 17th is starting off our pharmacovigilance week. So we are coming up with the pharmacovigilance program course also for the first time in CliMed. We haven't had the pharmacovigilance program, and this program will be for 3 months, and the price will be nothing as just 2,000 rupees for all of you, 1,999. Okay, so if you want to join, just wait for 2 days and you can join in 1,999. The pharmacovigilance 3 months program, complete, comprehensive, and again with the best players in the market, best the course instructors are from the Pharmacopoeia Commission of India. They have the experience of 15+ years of experience in the market, and they are at the senior manager levels. All there are 4 or 5, and the very well known academicians who will be taking the class of pharmacovigilance. Just wait for 2 days. Okay, we are launching on 17th, because 17th is the first day of our pharmacovigilance week, right? So thank you. I'll invite Dr. Tarun if Mahendra sir is not here. So Dr. Tarun, you can start with the vote of thanks, and if Mahendra sir joins us in between, then we'll definitely get him on board.
Yes. So thank you all once again, all our guests and speakers, especially Professor Mahendra Singh Rathore ji, and all our speakers today from Neha Patel and Sarabjit and Mr. Ashok, and of course, unfortunately, Mr. Wali was not able to connect with us due to network issues, but I think the project has covered it. So thank you all, and all our audience today. I think you have learned a lot, especially about our career aspects. And I want you guys to think about it. Now you have an idea. Now you know at least to where to go, how to choose your path after your graduation. So think about it, and if you have any questions or concerns, please contact us. Don't feel shy. We are always here to help you progress in your career. Okay, thank you once again. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, guys. So we have Professor Mahendra Singh Rathwar with us. Sir wants to conclude. So yes, sir, over to you. You, sir. Wait, wait. 1 sec. I'll just unmute everyone. So yes, sir. Please unmute.
Yeah, am I audible? Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Thank you.
You are
Thank you.
perfectly
Thank you.
audible.
Thank you very
Yes.
much. So I think just a moment, I was disconnected due to the power failure.
No problem.
So I hope we are coming to end, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We are done.
So just I would like to extend my vote of thanks to you particularly, and to Dr. Tarun and this Dr. Neha, and then Dr. Sarabjit, and Dr. Muhammad Wali, and Dr. Ashok. Everyone has given really very good insight. And now you have done your task, your part. Now the thing comes to the end of the students who are the receiver of this information. And guys, let me tell you one thing. Your life is your responsibility, and so is your success. I repeat, your life is your responsibility, so is your success. Nobody is going to come to you and then platter in the plate, and then, okay, so you take this success and we are presenting the success. Is it going to happen? Please chat in chat box. No, it is not going to happen at all. All of you are knowing this fact. The only thing is that we have to change our mindset. I told you that mindset is the everything. Hello? Hello, are you listening to me? Your mindset is everything.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So the changing the mindset. See, अभी तक कितनी उम्र हो गई हमारी? 20-22 साल. आपकी मेजोरिटी ऑफ जो ग्रुप है वो 20-22 साल की एज में है. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
18 से 20 साल तक हमारा माइंडसेट क्या रहा है? आप जानते हैं अच्छे से. This you ask to yourself. And we want to have the ambitions at this level. And here we are. हमको चाहिए तो बहुत कुछ वहां के लिए कि हमको ये बनना है, वो बनना है. उसके लिए हम क्या करने को तैयार हैं? See, nothing is coming free in life. जिंदगी में कुछ फ्री है क्या?
Sir, can you talk in English?
Yeah, is there anything free in life? I'm asking.
No, sir.
Yes, there are the things free, which are in abundance. Air is there, sunlight is there, nature is there, green trees are there. Do we value them? No.
No.
We are spreading the clutter in the environment. We are polluting the environment every moment. Yes or no? And if we are, suppose if we have to pay for these things, how cautiously we should take this thing? The same thing happens here. The things for which you pay, you care.
Yes.
And so you would be remaining in the discipline. And the discipline brings success in the life. This is my fundamental phenomenon. And changing the mindset, you just don't take golden nuggets from me that I have learned from the 80,000 training session I paid for them. And then I'm learning these things from them, that I started saying, stop saying myself that, okay, oh, it is difficult for me. I cannot do this thing. वो क्या होगा, अभी तक तो इतना, मैं तो 44 साल का हो गया हूँ, मैं तो प्रिंसिपल हूँ कॉलेज का, मुझे कौन सिखा सकता है? I can tell this thing, I am the principal, who can teach me? I am B.Pharm, M.Pharm, doctorate, having 17-18 years of experience, who will teach me? But later on, I surrendered there in the club, and I found myself that there is a lot of things to learn for me, which are life-changing things. So change your mindset and start thinking, give sincere efforts, and success would be yours. I can guarantee it. Take the decisions you must be having the quick taking decisions capacity. This will be making okay, let it be. Sometimes you may be failure, sometimes you may be having the frustrated. Live in the environment where your energy would remain on the high vibration. And see, listen, one thing is very clear: money resides in the higher energy level. If you are in the lower energy level and you will think about that money will come to me, it would never. You have to reach yourself to that level, and when you will be in the alignment with that, then success, money, everything. There are 16 type of wealth in your life. How many of you, money is one of them? There are 16 type of wealth. In some other time, I will talk about these things. So to achieve those wealth, you have to come into all these things are lying in the high vibration energy, and you have to bring your energy to that level, and then you would be able to see, yes, there is the thing that I can get it. So I hope that I have done things, and if you have learned something from me, you can comment there in the chat box. And thank you, Dr. Ajit, and thank you to all the participants. Thank you to all the resource persons on behalf of Gitanjali Institute of Pharmacy. I thank you all to bring such a wonderful webinar, such insightful learnings for my students and to all the students who are attending this webinar. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Arigato, arigato, arigato.
Thank you very much, sir. And I would like to thank again everyone who is joining, our mentors who are joining in their working hours, and Mahendra sir, Gitanjali Institute of Pharmacy, Gitanjali University, and the audience, most important. And along with that, I can see there are many people from the other institutions also. There are many people from the other institutions also, like BN College of Pharmacy and JSS, Meshu, and people are from Dehradun, I can see, and there are many people who are attending this webinar. So I would like to extend my thanks to everyone, guys, everyone. Thank you very much for attending this webinar, and I have shared the link. You guys please fill the form, because this webinar is also certified. You will get a certification because you have spent 2 hours, your precious 2 hours with us, and take a decision. By evening you will get everything in offer. Okay, by evening, please, if you are really interested, please take up the courses, whatever you are like. Okay, thank you very much. Take care, guys. So good day. Bye bye.
Thank you, Dr. Ajit. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Yes.
It's a learning app.